The 29th of November 2012. It's about 9 o'clock in the evening. It's Thursday evening here in South Africa. Guys, I'm going to the farm for the weekend, so I will not be available on Friday, and that's why I'm making you a video clip now. I had a couple of questions. One of the members asked me if he can have a look at previous videos. Of course you can look at previous videos. All you need to do is to log into the main block area. And in this area here, you can see Mentor Blocks. PS Block, if you click on it, it will take you to PS Block, and there you've got all my posts with the videos. So if you want to read this, I think the market is out of whack, click on read. It will take you to it. If you scroll down, there's the video. If you push play, it will start and show you the movie clip. You can also go to the education tab. In the education tab, there's loads of video. Mark made videos for his M1 and M2 trades. I made videos for Earth and Sky Forex system. He's got setups for his STT Forex system. So loads of videos in the education tab for all the systems we teach here at Forex Mentor Pro. And then you can click on the Mentor's block. If you follow Mark, click on Mark's block, and you can go to all his old posts, and you will find all the old movies that he made, guys. So all those videos are available, and it's an excellent source to recap what did happen in the market. So let's quickly have a look at the market. What happened this week? Guys, on Tuesday when I made my video clips, I said to you the Euro index and the US dollar index are at very important levels. We said if we look at the Euro index, we had divergence. Remember, price was trending up, MACD was trending down. Negative correlated is the US dollar index. We said that there was negative divergence, price was trending down, and this MACD was trending up. And look what happened. It panned out, guys. I warned you that we're going to get those pullbacks. Don't take trades where price is now into the main directions, because you will burn your fingers. And that's exactly what happened. So, the Euro index came down. We almost touched the 50% FIB at 101.69. We had the 55 EMA in the way there. When price came down and we touched this level, the 55 was there. And if we look at the US dollar index, which is negative correlated, see here we had the drop and here we had the climb. Remember, the US dollar index is negative correlated with the Euro index. Price came back almost to the 50% FIB. But I said to you guys, watch out. There's a hell of a lot of EMAs there. With the weekly pivot point, we had daily and 4-hour 200 EMAs in the way, 33 EMAs on the way, previous support resistance in the way. So I said, be careful, that is definitely an area, and that's exactly what happened. When we hit these levels, we also hit the 50% FIB, giving us the indication that that will be a good trade. I said to you guys on Tuesday when we're down here, I will not touch any trades until price is getting to these areas. And let's see how it panned out with those pairs we trade. Can you guys still remember what falls in the Euro index basket? Euro US dollar, Euro JPY, and the Euro pound. Guys, I'm going to say this again. This correlation, the Euro index and the US dollar index, is key in trading. If you can get that correlation working for you, it will help you with extra information, extra confirmation. So, please, if you've got nothing to do this weekend, have a look at the correlations, play around with your FIBs, see what's happening with your EMAs, and just see if you can spot the correlation and how it can maybe take your trading to the next level. Euro US dollar. If we quickly drop to the 4-hour chart, we said on Tuesday we need to be careful because there was MACD divergence once again. Price hit that important level of 1300.0. That was a psychological level. If we drop down to the daily chart, that was also previous support resistance areas. So definitely a place where price could have turned. And that's exactly what happened. We turned. Price came down. We touched the 55 EMA. We were very close to 2872. But the Euro index gave us the indication at the 55. You can see the correlation. And that was the entry to go long. First port of call to take profit was once again 1300.0. So if we say we got in at the 55, there were 122 pips to be made. stop was about 40 pips, guys. Okay, remember, always put something between your entry price and your stop, and in this case it was the mother-in-law. Okay, what happened? We took a trade into the main direction of the trend. All the lights tells us to look for longs. Next week's problem, 1300 will be a key level again. Pair that's highly correlated is the Euro JPY. We said earlier in the week when I made the video clip from the bottom to the high, we had MACD divergence. MACD was trending down, price was trending up. Price came down, we touched the 55 EMA. We had candle formation there and price turned. First port of call, definitely 107.00, because that will be the top area. If we drop down to a daily chart, we can see that that is the area where price previously stopped. So that will be the profit take area for that. If we quickly jump to a 4-hour Euro Pound, same thing. Remember, guys, we said 8 out of 11 pairs had on Tuesday MACD divergence. Here's price trending up. MACD was trending down. Let me just quickly put a trend line in there for you guys. MACD was trending down, stochastic was trending down, and that is exactly what happened. Price came down, touched 8058, had to jump. Where's first profit take area? 81112, because that was previous support resistance areas, guys. Can you see how these fibs can also point out where to take profit? Price touched the 55 EMA. If we look to the left of the chart, previous support resistance areas, pop was your uncle, and there were about 50 pips to be made on this pair, trading into the direction of the main trend on the 4-hour. If we look at the pound to US dollar, then we also said the trend is long on the 4-hour. We had to flip from the bottom to the top, and early in the week we made a double top here, and we had MACD divergence, guys. Price came down, we touched the 50% fib area. Look at that. If we look to the left of the chart, previous support resistance areas, that was a good entry place. That was a good place to long. Yes, it was on the other side of the 200 EMA, so you could have waited for trend line break, once again on the smaller time frames, or if you trade only from the 4-hour, look at this candle formation. We closed at the mother-in-law on the 4-hour. If we jump to an hour, then you can see, look at the candle formation there. We stopped there, we had candle formation, we had this huge bullish engulfing candle, Bob was your uncle, and price shot up. Where was your first profit? Once again at 6051, because that was previous highs of the week and also the previous week. If we look at the pound JPY, Tuesday we said, we're going to get sick of this, MACD divergence. Price was trending up, MACD was trending down, and that's exactly what happened. Price came down, we touched the 50% at 130.66. Price turned around, look at the 4-hour candle. That candle was a huge bullish engulfing candle. Pop was your uncle. First profit take areas will be 130.200, because that, now I'm talking nonsense, 132.00. Why? Because that's a psychological level, previous support resistance. If that breaks, next port of call 132.46 to take profit. If we look at the Aussie US dollar 4-hour chart, Tuesday, MACD divergence, price was trending up, MACD was trending down, price did have to drop. We didn't get to the 414 area. Price was finding support at 423 at the moment, because that is the weekly pivot point. That's where the 55 EMA is. I will not take a trade on this for now, guys. Tomorrow is Friday, and to me, it just looks like we can make an M formation here. Look, there's the left leg, there's the M, so we can drop past this level here. So I'd rather leave this till Monday. Aussie JPY, we said on Tuesday, getting sick of this now. MACD divergence, guys. Keep your eyes on MACD. Price was trending up, MACD was trending down. We had the drop that we expected. What did price do? We hit the 85.50 area. Previous support resistance was in the zone. And Pop was your uncle. First port of call was 86, psychological level. Second port of call was 86.43, and that's what price did. And if we quickly drop to the 1-hour, and we have a look at the zone, look at this. Price came down nicely, found that, and look at that. That's a bullish engulfing candle. For the guys that's a little bit more conservative, that was the trend line break. Pop was your uncle. And if you were more conservative, then there were a 29 pip stop with a possible 92 profit. US dollar CHF. In the beginning of the week, Tuesday, I said, once again, make the divergence. Remember, all these pairs are basically correlated, negative correlated, and that's why I say, get to know your correlation. Price turned back, and what did we say? We said, watch out for the weekly pivot point 9334. That was the first area where I said you need to look, because that was also the 38.2 flip area. Main area was 9355, but that was on the other side of the 55. And what it priced to? Pivot points, guys, giving us the guidelines. Exactly what it did. That's the pivot point. Fell down. First place to take profit was at previous support resistance of the week, and this trade backed 82 pips. Not too bad for a pivot point entry. US dollar JPY going nowhere slowly. We said we had to flip from the top to, we said we need to flip from the bottom to the top. Price came into the trading zone. We hit the 55 EMA. We had a little bit of a bounce. No go for me now, because now we're going nowhere slowly. We're in a tight range. 82.15 is a pivot level, and that's currently keeping price down. US dollar CAT. In the beginning of the week, we said we're trending down. We will prefer this week. We flipped from the top to the bottom. We had a potential trading zone 9985 going up to 1.0020. I said to you guys, watch out. We've got loads of EMAs in the way here. We've got a weekly pivot point 9954. Price did exactly that. Previous support resistance. Always look to the left of the chart. It was in this area there. Look how price touched the 55, which was previous support resistance levels. Price drop. Where was your first profit take? At previous support area. At 9914. That's exactly what price did. And there were about 51 pips to be made on this. Then the main chart for me, guys, if I quickly make it bigger for us, and I said to you, keep your eyes on this, the US dollar index. I said to you guys, I will not touch any trades. I want the US dollar index to get into this area there. We had 200 EMAs on the 4-hour and the daily, 54 EMAs, 55 EMAs, weekly pivot points, monthly pivot points, 38.2 flip area. I said to you guys, go and watch that movie clip again. We have multiple reasons in this area. What did price do? We found the resistance there. Price drop. Where was price going? To the 80 level, because that was previous support resistance areas. Psychological level, that was your obvious choice to take profit. So all in all, guys, Earth and Sky trading system giving us pips once again this week on most of the pairs that we trade. Hope you guys have an awesome weekend. I'll chat to you guys on Tuesday.